Hey guys, welcome back to the Titans Tournament casting. So today we're looking at the losers bracket round 3. All matches are also a best of 3. Timestamps to the matches are in the description below, as well as a link to the website if you want to download the replay files for yourself. But anyway, let's get straight into it. Alright, so this is a loser bracket round 3 or 2? I'll find out. But it's Loth in the bottom as the blue GDI move into the middle. I know he's done that a few times in the tournament. And BronzePanic in the top left as the gold nod. So Loth has moved here. He's got his barracks up. He might get spotted by Bronze here.
Unit ready.
He's got lucky.
Unit
Bronze's minigunner has gone the other way, although this guy's going to come in. He's going to spot it.
Unit ready.
Bronze knows he's moved to the middle area now. And Bronze has got some flame units coming out, covering some areas here. Another refinery out from Bronze. Looks like he's crawling down to this Tiberian field as well, maybe. Minigunner has got through from Loth. 2 refineries down from Loth as well. Alright, so both players are kind of fighting for this area here. However, Bronze has got this ref here, so he doesn't want to lose that. He is losing his construction yard, man, because these minigunners and grenadiers got through from Loth. He's spotted it. He's got an airstrip up just in time, but he does lose it, so he doesn't get the cell. It looks like he's in low power now as well. Grens are on the bottom refinery here. It looks like that's a sell-off from BronzePanic. It's being called GG. That early CY snipe looks like it's sealed the game there. So Loth's going to take that one. Alright, so Green Acres is the map. And at the bottom, we've got the blue nod as BronzePanic. I'm assuming it's nod, sorry. And Loth as the gold GDI. At the top spawn, he's moved down to the center here, so he's got a nice spread of Tiberian fields all around. Power plant going back, potentially going for this Tib field at the back first. BronzePanic is deployed here. He's got a nice spot for a refinery there to get this back Tiberian field. And coming up for this one here as well, there's the refinery. There's the refinery from Loth, going for this Tib field first. He has gone refinery first before barracks.
Construction complete.
So he's not got any anti-scouts out fast enough. Bronze is able to spot him. He does clear that up first. So Bronze has got a bit of vision of his base. Whereas Loth is... he's coming down, he's getting some good vision of the map.
Building. Construction complete.
Bronze is going to be able to anti-scout him here.
Unit ready.
Whereas Bronze is right in. He can see the back of Loth's base. Looks like Loth's crawling back here for a refinery there as well. And Bronze has managed to anti-scout all of Loth's infantry, so Loth cannot see anything that's going on here. Flame unit moving back. This Gren looks like he's in. There is an airstrip down from Bronze now. Whereas Loth is on 3 refineries. More Grens coming out. There's the buggy. The Loth can see everything now. He knows where the construction yard is. He can see the airfield. Here come the buggies. Looks like Bronze was trying to get in the back here. And there's a weapons factory from Loth. Straight at the front. Looks like he might go for an aggressive push with tanks here. Buggy's coming up from BronzePanic. Coming around the side here. There's a lot of defense around this weapons factory. It's going to be hard for Bronze to snipe. So he's going for the harvester instead. Going to try and slow down the eco. He's got another refinery on this Tiberian field as well. Flame units coming up. A little bit grouped together. There's the cell from Loth. Looks like he's going to throw everything he's got at him now. Tree coming down. Tanks coming out. He's got 4.5k in the bank. He's not building infantry, so he's just queuing up tanks at the moment. A lot of buggies from BronzePanic, yeah. Taking out a lot of the infantry. If we can get this, we'll be in a good spot. Turrets are down from bronze as well to help counter these medium tanks. Bikes are coming up as well. Buggy's taking out the grenadiers. Turret is targeting the infantry at the moment. Nope, it is targeting the tanks now. There's a lot of Grens coming down though. He's going to be able to take out the turret. BronzePanic is out of money at the moment. He's going to struggle to hold on. Looks like he's going to lose this refinery. Loth has got more tanks coming out. He has slowed the push down though. Here he comes, regrouping. BronzePanic's coming up, going for the harvester again. Flame units coming in, clearing out a load of the Grens. More bikes coming out. There's a construction yard cell, so BronzePanic now has a lot of money. Get some flame units out, maybe counter the Grens. There's a lot of tanks though. Bikes are still coming out to help hold off the tanks, but there's a lot of units here from GDI that are already on top of him. And it looks like that's the sell-off. So Loth is going to take this game. That is it. GG has been called. Loth takes it.
Moving out.
Alright, so this is Khanomancer in the right side here as the gold nod. This is AOD, aka me, on the left side as the red GDI. And the map is Split Ends, which was made by Critical Meds. Very, very good map. Alright, so here come the minigunners out from Khanomancer. And minigunners out from AOD. I'm just going to refer to myself as AOD because it's weird casting myself, I think. But we'll just wing it, it'll be fine. So, minigunners are getting through. Grenadiers have clocked on, they've managed to catch him there. Flame units are clearing out these. Scouts coming in from there. We've got a minigunner getting in. Alright, so it looks like the anti-scouts have done their jobs on both sides. Flame units coming in here. Alright, but Khanomancer looks like he's straight in. Nothing stopping him getting in there. Gonna get a nice scout off. And he is in. Oof, nearly made it all the way around. Alright, so let's have a look at the bases. So, Khanomancer has got 2 refineries at the moment at the back. Potentially going for a strip at the moment. We'll find out. So on this side, we've got 3 refineries. And the crawl has come down here, so potentially going in this direction. Another flame unit in, but he's been cleared up. There was a unit over here, so there should be a bit of vision. Can see the airstrip, whereas Khanomancer can see pretty much most of my base, apart from this area here. Here come the buggies. Flame unit chasing after that Gren. He's legging it. He doesn't want to die. And he's gone. Alright, so here come the buggies. Going straight after the weapons factory. Gren's coming down trying to defend. There is a flame unit here to clear these up. Guard tower goes down. As soon as the guard tower goes down, manages to push off these buggies from taking out the weapons factory immediately. Apache is up from Khanomancer. He's also doing a lot of damage to this refinery, and these guys are kind of just sat there. Bikes are coming out from Khanomancer. There is an Apache coming across here. Khanomancer is extremely good with this Apache. And just got a nice shot off there as well. Alright, so the tanks come down to try and deal with these buggies. Actually still going. Khanomancer is crawling on the back here. He's got a refinery on this tube field. Looks like he's coming down here. Maybe coming from the middle as well with the silo there. Bikes are up. Flame units coming down the back. Grens have spotted them. They are on the way. Is a minigunner who's been forgotten. Tank was not concerned about taking him out. Bikes coming in from Khanomancer, looking for a snipe here. That is a snipe force right there. Going for the refinery. No units up there, so they're going to be slow getting up. Flame units going for the power plant. He's doing huge damage to the base. Tank is going to be able to crush him. Does force the cell on the refinery, and the bikes are going to finish off the power plant. And they're out of there. They've done their job. They've got 2 structures down, taken out a refinery and a power plant. Now to safety. Alright, down the bottom here, Khanomancer is still using this Apache to clear up. There is an expansion going down here.
Yes, moving out.
Khanomancer,
Construction.
he knew something was going on. He could see the power plant coming in this direction, so he's managed to cut off the crawl here, taking out the silo. There's a push coming down from the middle here. Turret is down to defend against it. The bikes have taken out the power plant to stop the crawl from coming down the bottom there. Tanks are in here. They're not going for the bikes. They're going for the airstrip. If they can get the airstrip, that'll slow Khanomancer down massively because he's only got the 1. But there's huge amount of bikes around him. They've got it down to red health, but it's not going to take it out. It just lost all those tanks without doing hardly any damage to the bikes because they were all focused on this airstrip, which they didn't manage to destroy. Khanomancer is coming in for the snipe of this refinery. He's perfectly timed that to get the harvester at the same time. Grens are coming out to try and defend it. Going for the next refinery. If he gets this whole crawl is in trouble. There's a barracks down there to help defend that crawl. Keep it so it can be able to be used and not shut down all the way back. There are bikes coming up here to take out this refinery as well. Doesn't look like they've been spotted. These units are just coming across. Now repairing the airstrip. Units coming in. There's a comm center, so he's got flame tank tech. Grens are up here to try and deal with the bikes, but it's too late potentially. He's taking it out with the harvester in it as well. Tanks are being forced backwards. That is a huge amount of bikes. Looks like they're going to go for another refinery. Really trying to shut down the economy here. Looks like we're down to 2 refineries. There is another one down here. Potentially going to get this barracks. Down he comes. Going for the power. Trying to build some units here, scramble some defense, keep this refinery alive because we're down to 2. Force the cell on that. Apache is still working on these Grens. Bikes returning to the base. There's the flame tanks coming out. We've got 2 coming across the top here. Tanks are coming up to try and counter these flame tanks, and the bikes are ready. Tanks are trying to focus down this flame tank to be able to counter it while the bikes are just tearing these tanks apart. Flame tank's doing huge damage to the construction yard, but he does manage to save it. And the bikes are just going to be able to micro across the back here to finish it off. Forces to sell. So this is all the buildings left for AOD. That is it. Khanomancer Bike force is coming across the top here. Potentially, maybe looking for something else to snipe. We've got a large force across here. This is pretty much undefended. These guys are just too far away. Weapons factory is going to go down. Khanomancer has lost a huge amount of his army there. He's only managed to save 2 bikes on very low health. There are some infantry in his base. Gonna have to slow that down again there, guys. There's the snipe again. We've got some infantry in the base. There's a lot of flame tanks here. Almost getting the power plant. Flame tank coming down. These guys are legging it. Gren's trying to finish off this power plant. Nearly managed to get it just before they get fried. Tank coming in with a crush. These are the last remaining tanks. There's no weapons factory remaining, and one can't be built, and this flame unit is just wrecking the infantry. Another couple of flame tanks managed to be taken out by these tanks. Gren's coming in on the top. More Gren's coming in on the bottom. These tanks are focusing down this airstrip, seeing if they can get it this time. Flame unit's doing huge damage again. Gren's managing to take out this Hand of Nod. Tanks focusing down on this. More Gren's down on the construction yard. These guys are coming down. Manages to get the airstrip and forcing the CY cell. Gren's trying to hold off the infantry. This tank is just legging it. He's the last one, so he's going back. There's a flame tank here, so he needs to get back. He's possibly the only thing that can counter this, apart from rocket troopers, which are being built ready. Manages to pick off 2 bikes. Flame tank getting chased down by a tank. Grenadiers trying to take out the turret here. If he gets this refinery though, he's managed to save it. More bikes at the top doing some damage to this barracks there. Potentially going to snipe this harvester now. Looks like they're going to come in here. They're going to finish off the barracks. Manages to get it. We've got some grenadiers coming in here as well. The Apache's coming back. If they get this, it's going to be huge because it's just limited to infantry now. Manages to get the Apache pad. So as soon as this thing's out of ammo, it's out of action. Looking to try and snipe these power plants while they're in the air. Still doing damage. Looks like he's out of ammo. Manages to get the power plant. More flame units coming down. He's still got ammo. Another bike. Possibly the last bike. Manages to take it out just before he goes down. Have a look. So we've got 1 tank. That's it. That's the last vehicle on the field. This Apache is out of ammo, but he can be used to kind of absorb rocket shots. Flame units coming in. And Khanomancer see this. He can see this area. So he's coming in, lining up the Grens for defense, managing to take out these flame units. Got a push coming across the middle here. This tank going in for the crushers here. And he stopped right before the infantry. Oh, unbelievable. There was a perfect line for crushing there. Alright, so we've got more infantry coming in. Looks like they're trying to get around to the power plant. Grens have spotted them. They are still doing some damage, but they managed to clear them up. Rocket men against the minigunner. Running back. Don't want to get in trouble there. Going for the harvester. Trying to do some damage. Won't push in because there's flame units here. Lots of minigunners coming out from Khanomancer. Looks like he's trying to find an angle to get in there. And force fire from the Gren to try and hit the moving target. Harvester being rerouted to this Tiberian field, so it's safe. Huge amount of minigunners here. Gren's arrived just in time. Managed to clear that up. Alright, so we've got some flame units coming across here, and we've got some Grens here. Let's have a look at the bases here. What have we got? So, Khanomancer has got refineries, and he's got 1 Hand of Nod left. He does have 8k there. Whereas on this side, GDI has 1 barracks and 2 refineries. With some guard towers. Good for countering infantry. Gren's trying to push in here, but there's a huge amount of flame units coming down. Is he gonna make it? Managed to force the cell on the refinery there from those units up top. Flame units coming in, so the rocket guys are trying to run. They're not going to be able to take out these flame units. More infantry pressing in from the top. Khanomancer is now down to 2 refineries, 1 power plant, 1 barracks. So we've got on this side 2 refineries, 1 barracks, 2 power plants, and 2 guard towers. Huge amount of flame units coming in. This guy's isolated, he's gone. Alright, so there's Grens down the bottom here. We've got Grens pushing in at the top here. They are all clumped together, so they need to be careful. Managed to get rid of that flame unit. These guys are spreading out. Can see the refinery, possibly coming up for that. Looks like these guys are going to try and snipe the harvester here. Potentially going for this one as well. Looks like it. Just not getting that one. More flame units coming in. Looks like this harvester is going to go down. He's not. He's managed to be saved. Gonna have like 1 HP there. Unbelievable. Huge amount of flame units coming down. It looks like Khanomancer is in low power. He's got a lot of money, but he is set back in low power, so production speed will be a lot slower. All the flame units here as well. Could potentially lose this power plant, but a rocket dude managed to kill a flame unit and it's glitched out. There we go. Alright, slowing that down again. Alright, we've got some Grens in here trying to flank this binary and take it out. Not able to get it. God, these Grens. It's gone. Managed to get rid of all those flame units, but not able to get 1 hit on this harvester. So Khanomancer does have a couple of units here. He's got 1 flame unit here, and he's got 2 minigunners here that are kind of just forgotten about. The main focus is trying to get possibly the harvesters. Khanomancer doing well here, just destroying these grenadiers. Once a game comes down to just infantry, it is a lot of micro. A lot of intense micro. Especially because these infantry, if they're not spread out, they will just kill each other when they die. So it's a lot of hard work. Khanomancer got the flame units up here to defend this ref. However, this looks like his harvesters are long distance mining because they're out of Tiberium here. And they're coming around to this Tiberium field. This Gren is going to get a free harvester there. Potentially, looking at this, Khanomancer has spotted this, so he's coming down to help protect the harvesters. The Grenadiers have managed to clear up those flame units. He's got 3 more back here, but there is a harvester there. These guys are not pushing in, they want the harvester. Flame units in the middle, more coming across the top. Gonna get it just before the flame units can get him. Managed to get a big group of Grens there. Another harvester which has got no protection. There is some flame units coming down. Looks like some Grens are being brought back to take out these flame units. Another group are going after the harvester. More flame units coming down here. Are they going to be able to save it? Looks like Khanomancer is trying to get a harvester over here as well with these flame units. Doing huge damage. Might get it. Just manages to take out the flame unit. And this harvester just manages to get away at the same time. Looks like this guy was going to get him. Potentially been microed away, or he's just full and is going back to the refinery. A lot of grounds coming up here now. Not many flame units, although there is the reinforcements coming in. Refinery has been sold off, so Khanomancer is down to 1 refinery. There's 2 harvesters, both of them very badly damaged. This guy is just sat on 1 HP. More grounds coming out here. Flame unit securing this. So he has got this Tiberian field secured as well, and this one. Ren's coming up from the bottom. Flame unit going down. There's those 2 minigunners that were sat here, forgotten. Made very useful right now. They've gone around the guard tower and they are taking out this refinery. Not much can be done about it. There's no units there. Forced to sell on the refinery, so now down to just 1 on this side as well. Looks like the Grens are just trying to lock in this area. Both players are sat on 0 cash, each having only 1 refinery, and both down to just infantry. This is very, very close game. It looks like these Grens are just going to try and lock in these flame units, so Khanomancer needs to kind of break through. He does have a Tiberian field back here, be able to keep the funds going. And he doesn't have to long distance mine either because he's right next to the refinery. So if he can potentially break through these Grens, he can get out and try and secure maybe this Tiberian field. Keep going. His hand of nod is right here as well, so he can reinforce this area quickly, whereas these Grens are coming from all the way down here. It looks like there's a scrambled defense around this refinery. Knowing full well this is the last one, we don't want a surprise attack like we had here from these 2 minigunners. Make sure this is safe. If any of these refineries go down, it's going to be GG. Ren's trying to push in, just getting taken out. Both players pushing, trying to see if they can either get in or get out. Alright, looks like there's reinforcements here. They are clumped together, mind. Huge clump Grens here and here. Kind of manages to kill all of these Grens. These guys are clumped together as well. So the reinforcements just gone. I don't think many of them survived. Difficulty here is, as you can see, Grens have the range on the flame units. So there is that advantage. Trying to push on this side, covered by more flame units. Another group of Grens going down. Like Kano's going for a push here. A lot of flame units coming down. Again, here's that little advantage with the range throwing. But of course, flame units can get a cluster kill if the Grens are close together. But then so can the Grens. Potentially here. Khanomancer microing them, keeping them spread out. Looks like the harvester is moving here. The game has sped up. Gren's managed to get him around the corner here. And it looks like the refinery is going down. So that looks like it is it. The Gren's managed to get in. GG. That was a huge game.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Alright, so this is Iron Valley. And on the right side, we've got, I believe this is Khanomancer as the red nod. And on the left side, we've got AOD as the gold GDI. So I'm just going to get rid of this mini map again. It's quite a small map, so we can probably catch most of it. Here come the minigunners out from Khanomancer to do some scouting. Same over here from GDI. Grenadiers coming out to do some anti-scouting at the same time. Whereas Khanomancer has got the flame units to do the same thing. Minigunner managing to get a kill on the scout there. This minigunner is running through the Tib field, which, although he has died, at the same time he's taken out maybe 1, 2, 3 Tiberium squares. So that's less money. Yeah. Of course the minigunner didn't take that out, it was the Grens being thrown at the minigunner. Looks like this flame unit's going to get in here as well, so Khanomancer's going to get a nice scout there.
Yes, sir. Roger. Moving
You
out.
can see the construction yard, power plant, barracks,
Lost.
see a fair bit of the base. Get a good idea of what's going on.
Moving out.
Have a look at the scouting from the side. So
Got it. Ready and right away, sir. Moving
GDI can see most of the map, none of
moving out.
Construction
Khanomancer's
complete.
base. So not a clue what's going on in there. Whereas Khanomancer can see
Construction
all of the map
options.
and some of
Building.
GDI's base.
Low power.
But not the weapons factory. So the weapons factory is up. And the airstrip is up from Khanomancer along with the Apache. And off it goes.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
The Grens see it and they're legging it.
complete.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements
Right
have
away, sir.
arrived. Unit ready.
Here comes trouble.
Unit acknowledged.
So Khanomancer can see this tank now. Although he can't see this weapon factory, he
Building.
can see the tank. So he is potential. If he spotted it, he might start building bikes. Get him ready for it. Regardless, here come the buggies. Gonna come in here and get a good scout. One more rafts coming onto this Tiberian field for GDI. Scrambling some infantry trying to defend this. Buggies looked like they were going to leave then. They are. They've got this scout. You can see absolutely everything.
Ready.
And off they go. There's the bikes. Up they come. Get them ready for the tanks and potentially the snipe. Going to try and get this weapons factory. Tanks coming across the top here. Across the bottom there. It looks like this is going to be a defense. Tanks have changed their mind. I don't think they've seen the bikes. Maybe just didn't want to risk it, and now they can see the bikes. And they're in trouble. Weapons factory is down. Barracks straight in front of it to try and defend. Bikes see the barracks and they are out of there. Friends coming out. Some serious damage to some bikes. Apache is still going. So Khanomancer is down on this Tiberian field as well with 2 refineries. Turret is up from Khanomancer, getting ready. Bikes coming in from the bottom now. Looks like there's a little bit of a split here. Some going for the harvesters, some up here. Now they're all combining. Going for the construction yard. Gonna force the sell on that. Construction yard is being sold, looking at getting the refinery as well, potentially. Just going to draw the army down and then they can get up and get out without taking too much damage there. and possibly getting a free tank on the way. Alright, so counter push is coming. Construction yard was forced to sell, so no more expansion. Just gonna throw everything at it. In come the Grens. They've changed direction. They're coming across. They're going for the construction yard. Well, the tanks are coming down here. Going for the refineries. Are they gonna get this? It looks like these guys are dealing with bikes down here. Flame units coming up. Taking out the Grens. Tanks trying to get the construction yard. It's gonna be close. Flame unit clearing up the minigunner. Turret is down. Not gonna get the construction yard. However, they are gonna get this refinery. Tank is isolated. These guys coming across the top here. Another army coming across. Tank's taking out the bikes. Another turret coming down. It looks like they're gonna get this refinery with the harvester in it. Bikes are able to push these tanks out of there. There's no infantry backing these up, so the bikes are going to tear them apart. Gets a power plant. Cuts the crawl right back to this point now. More turrets coming down. They are targeting the infantry at the moment. Tank gets a crush and just drives straight into these bikes. Bike's still doing work. They are low on health, mind. Turret is going down. There is a buggy down here. There's more infantry coming down as well. Alright, so this army's been cleared up. Kano just needs to hold these tanks off now. He's got bikes, he's got some turrets up there, but they are just out of range. More Grens coming in. Power plant back up. Looks like he was low power at that time. Harvester gets some crushes. Apache's still going to work. These bikes might be in trouble if these Grens get on top of them. Looks like the Grens are trying to defend while the tanks are going for the airstrip, and they managed to force the cell. Looks like this buggy is going to chase after this harvester now. These Grens are being sent to try and deal with this while more units are coming across. 3 turrets here against 3 tanks. A lot of the turrets are targeting this infantry. Tanks might just be out of range from these turrets. There's the last bike left. There's still tanks coming in. Looks like they're going straight down the back. They're going to try and get this Apache pad. Kano does still have a construction yard, so he might be able to rebuild an airstrip. But it looks like he's just lost the Apache. That's it. There's a sell-off. And it looks like that's going to be GG. There's the cell, the tanks are in, and there's more on the way. So GG!